I know that Borgen and The Killing are very popular TV series in UK, almost more than here, because you look at us as very exotic. It's very Nordic. It's Nordic noir and all that stuff. For us, it's a fiction. It's not how we are. I mean, we are not like not talking, being completely black in our heads and very weird persons. We're not like that. And it's not always dark in the Scandinavian countries, only in the winter time.
We know from our going to the United States that almost everybody that we meet have watched The Killing, and even in Danish. So we know that it's had a big impact. Also, the success of Stieg Larsson is very visible. And was sort of the thing that started it.
We are in the slipstream of Stieg Larsson, most of us. And he was in the slipstream of Sjöwall and Wahlöö before that. We have a tradition in writing.
Scandinavian crime fiction, I'd rather say, is formed a lot by the Sjöwall-Wahlöö culture. Back in the 70s, a very famous Swedish couple wrote a number of crime novels, where you took the whole society as a whole and treated it almost as a character in itself.
This tradition in writing, we all know of. The guys who are making Borgen and The Killings and so forth, same tradition. So it's suddenly, and this is zeitgeist, it's pure luck. All of us come at the same time, pressing upon the big walls of America and the literature that you normally prefer.
There has been a wave of Scandinavian crime literature. Luckily, we are part of that wave.
You might say that very good Swedish crime writers too are making a road for us, because when you go to London or to New York, Munich, Berlin, well, nobody cares whether it is Denmark or Sweden. That's, some kind of the same thing.
To make your books travel, I think that's, I guess it's a dream every writer must have. Does it work outside my own culture and my own country, or is it too dependent on the cultural references that I use in the book?
The mixture of this strange place in the world where it's so bitterly cold in the winters and we can only harvest once a year, and therefore we have to do it good, because or else we will starve to death in the summer or next winter. And the great society of ours, where we can actually express our opinions to whoever we like, it's quite exotic to read about in foreign countries. We are like the most in the world would like to be. I mean, quite frank and quite open, and even some of us humorous. So that's very important, the mixture of everything, and we have it here in Scandinavia.
There's a gold rush. Every Danish writer, especially if you write for TV, want to be the next one, want to have that success, of course. But for novel writers, we are more modest. We don't go for gold that easy.
And this is a genre that's very popular now, and who knows? I mean, the Japanese or the Korean thrillers in 2 years will be the next ones, right?